Welcome to Sacred Resilience, a space where we explore the journey from pain to purpose and the quiet strength that carries us through. I'm Christy Lynn Stogan, and today I want to talk to you about something deeply personal, but also widely universal. What trauma does to the body. Not just emotionally or spiritually, but physically. Because the truth is, even when the mind tries to forget, the body remembers. If you've ever felt exhausted for no reason, jumpy at small noises, or like your body is always on edge, you're not imagining it. Trauma, especially when unprocessed, gets stored in the body, and it speaks to us in symptoms when we don't have the words. Our bodies are wired for survival. When we experience trauma, whether it's sudden or ongoing, our nervous system kicks in to keep us safe. That's the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. But here's where it gets deeper. Our amygdala, the part of the brain that scans for danger, becomes hypersensitive after trauma. Our hippocampus, which helps with memory and context, can shrink, making it hard to distinguish past threats from present safety. And the prefrontal cortex, responsible for logic and emotional regulation, often goes offline during trauma. That's why we might struggle to think clearly, make decisions, or even remember what happened. Meanwhile, our bodies are flooded with cortisol and adrenaline, stress hormones meant to help us escape danger. But when the trauma is long-term, those hormones stay elevated, wearing down our immune system, impacting digestion, and contributing to inflammation and chronic illness. Even the vagus nerve, which connects the brain to the body and regulates our ability to calm down, can become disrupted, making it hard to ever feel truly safe or grounded. Some trauma survivors live with autoimmune disorders, fibromyalgia, IBS, or chronic fatigue, not because they're weak, but because their bodies are still carrying the weight of what they survived. You see, trauma doesn't just happen to us. It happens within us. And here's what I need you to know today, from one survivor to another. This is not your fault. Your body is not betraying you. In fact, it's doing exactly what it was created to do. It's been trying to protect you all along. But protection isn't the same as peace. So how do we begin to heal? How do we start teaching the body that it's safe now? My first recommendation is always to seek a licensed professional counselor, preferably one who is trauma-informed. But there are a few ways, self-guided, to start today. Through deep, intentional breathing. Breath activates the parasympathetic nervous system and tells your brain, you can rest now. Through movement, walking, dancing, stretching, or yoga. Movement helps process stored tension and releases trauma from the muscles. Through somatic exercises, simple body-based techniques that reconnect us to our physical selves and signal safety to the nervous system. Through stillness, moments of prayer, silence, or grounding that invite the body to come home to itself. And through creative expression. Art is the language trauma can understand. When words feel too hard or too small, we can write letters that we never send. We can craft words into poetry to get the thoughts out of our head and onto paper. We can play music or sing lyrics that carry the emotions we've been holding back. We can make something out of the brokenness, and that alone is healing. Let me give you an example. I remember attending an expressive writing class, just a small circle of people and a few simple prompts. I wasn't sure what I'd say, but once my pen hit the page, it was like my body took over. Grief poured out, anger, truth. By the end of that session, I hadn't just written words. I had released weight. My body felt lighter. My breath felt deeper. My perspective changed. That's the sacred work of healing. It's not about erasing the trauma. It's about giving it space to be seen, felt, and released. So today, if you feel tired, if your chest is tight, or your stomach hurts, or your body feels foreign to you, know this: you are not alone. You are not broken. You are healing. And that healing, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. This is Sacred Resilience. Thank you for listening. You matter. Your story matters. And every breath taken, every page written, every quiet act of courage is sacred. Until next time, be gentle with yourself.
This all or nothing's really got a way of driving me crazy. I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the